Is this a good spot for lunch?
Mm-hmm. How stunning it is. Oh my gosh.
Keep finding these very special spots. The rainforest meets the reef. Here we are, Ellis Beach. Hopefully you can hear us over that constant ocean hitting the shore. It is absolutely stunning here. You've got Double Island and the Coral Sea as a backdrop. Palm trees that look like they've been just perfectly placed for the perfect photo at every moment. Wow.
This really is a wow location, and to be honest, this is exactly the reason we chose to stay here, because it is absolute beachfront camping. It is the Ellis Beach Caravan Park. However, we are in the unpowered section, which is just awesome because you are literally feet in the sand.
Do you know, I think if you can be unpowered, this would definitely be our recommendation. There are plenty of powered sites with concrete slabs. So perfect too, particularly if you're here in the wet season. I think that would be the better option. But as you say, Katie, you walk out of your door, straight into the sand.
Now the park has all of the amenities and facilities that you would expect from a caravan park. They even have some bungalow style accommodation. They do have those powered beachfront sites as well, or you can choose a site that's more in the beautiful tropical gardens. There is an awesome swimming pool that is nicely covered, so it's very shady. And I tell you what, it has been pretty warm since we've been here, even with that constant tropical breeze that's coming off the ocean.
I think our tip would be to try and be here for 3 or 4 days if you can, and that way you will get the ebb and flow of weather that has happened for us. We've had torrential rain, the windiest of days, and then absolute pearlers like we have now.
Yeah.
As you said, the pool is fantastic. Jasper and I loved our time down there, and it's pretty quiet as well. Look, we are only 300 metres from a patrolled beach that has a safe swimming net. However, we have hit November. It is stinger season. The signs still say enter at your own risk. There are lifeguards on duty. So you could enjoy a dip, I think, in relative safety down there. We are across the road from a very popular bar and grill. It serves dinner 5 nights a week and then breakfast and lunch 7 days a week. Or only 5 minutes up the road, you are in what is the tourist mecca of this region, and that is Palm Cove, with all of its high-end hotels, numerous restaurants and cafes, and a beautiful beachfront walk. It is so worth taking the trip and spending a good day or two down there as well, and then coming back to the peace and quiet of your beachfront camp. The only other consideration is that had we not been able to get beachfront, we probably wouldn't have stayed here, and that is because you are right on the Captain Cook Highway, which although is only single lane either way, is very busy because it's the main route north to Port Douglas, the Mossman Gorge, Daintree, and of course Cape Trib.
At being beachside, of course, you can't hear anything other than the sound of those beautiful waves crashing on the shore. The unpowered section also has a fantastic camp kitchen. It is where the dump point is located as well. And the park has 2 sets of amenities blocks and 2 laundries. So, I mean, there's plenty of facilities, even if you were here in peak season.
Now, the only other downside really for the unpowered sites is the width of the sites. They are really tight. It isn't really set up for caravans. We've been very fortunate. We have very rarely had anyone beside us. But if they were to fill the 9 sites that aren't really marked out, but they do really crowd you in here, we wouldn't be able to put the awning out. So it's probably more tailored towards rooftop campers, swags, and that sort of camping. Look, we did snag one of the end sites, and that would be the way to really make this work. You do get an extra couple of foot on those sites. So look, all in all, we have absolutely loved it here. The walks along the beach, the views, and again, the sounds of that constant, that melodic crashing of the waves, we have absolutely loved. All right, time for us to get a traveller, another coffee together, get Jasper locked and loaded into the vehicle. We're starting to head south now. We've got a 300 kilometre drive journey ahead of us. Should take us around 4 hours, thereabouts.
Yeah, we'll stop for lunch somewhere.
Yeah, and we're going to be chasing waterfalls.
Yes, there are so many waterfalls up here in North Queensland. Again, you could probably spend a good 6 months looking at all of them. We're going to tick some off and some of the national parks as well. They're finally here, new tidy turf mats. We're super excited to get these on the new van. We love these mats. We've had them on the caravan for the last 3 years travelling Australia, and they do a fantastic job at just keeping the dirt and the dust and the sand out of your caravan. Now, I've got a bit of a different setup on the new zone with the 2 steps. So I've ordered 2 of these guys, 1 for each of the step. We also have a great floor mat and one that goes on our portable caravan step for those campgrounds where we seem to be a little bit higher, just to reduce that step down for Jasper's little legs. They are a great family-owned business from the Gold Coast. They hand make each and every mat, and it is made from 94% recycled materials, which we absolutely love. Now, they come in a range of different shapes and sizes to suit most setups. However, if you have something specific or you can't find the right mat to suit your needs, they also custom make as well. Now, we've got a 10% Feel Good discount code, so jump on over to the gear page of our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com. Another awesome must-have product for travelling Australia. Happy trails!
Is this a good spot for lunch?
Mm-hmm. How stunning it is. Oh my gosh.
Love this. Nice breeze too. I'd actually say it's a little bit stronger than a breeze.
Watermelons! Watermelons! Get your watermelons here! Aye, do you want some watermelons?
Sure. How much is watermelon going for?
$7.
$7?
That's all.
That seems pretty expensive, mate.
And there's only one pile of pumpkins and there's 3 piles of watermelons.
Okay.
You choose.
Is $7 expensive?
Not very much.
Oh, okay. Alright, I found one.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crackerjacks.
Is that going to put us over our GVM?
Look at that. It's bigger than Jasper's head. Look, you try and hold it.
I can't.
I don't know if we need one that big.
This will be great. Alright, a smaller one.
A small one.
Here we go.
Can I pick it?
Yeah, this one?
Do this one.
Or that won't matter, Katie. What about this one? Oh, this one.
Oh, this one.
This tiny one?
Yep.
Yeah?
One.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay. Buddy.
There you go, sir. $7 buckaroonies.
Put it in here. Okay. Okay.
Good doing business with you. Thank you, Mr. Watermelon Head.
And you've already got the old watermelon.
Yeah. Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Wow. He's a good farmer, that one, isn't he?
Yeah, friendly.
Farmer Jasper.
Friendly.
Here we are, Lucinda, the famous pier in the background. We came here for one night. We've decided to stay for a couple because it is a really peaceful and beautiful location.
It really is. I actually think the loudest thing about this town are the curlews that frequent the caravan park. There are so many of them. It is amazing. They're a bit noisy at night time, but that is about the only thing that you will hear. The van park is excellent. It is the only choice here in Lucinda, and there's over 160 powered sites.
Wow.
So I can imagine it would be super busy in peak season with all of those fishermen coming here to get out on the water.
That makes it about 4 curlews per site,
Yes,
I'd estimate.
Yes. Now there are a small handful of unpowered sites, which is what we have pulled up on, but we certainly didn't have any issues getting the 21 foot onto that, but I would think they're probably mostly used for tent camping or like rooftop campers as well. What I love about the park is the abundance of huge trees, tropical flowering trees as well. The frangipani, we're parked up under a beautiful poinciana tree. So it's very green and very lush. And there's an awesome resort-style swimming pool. Jasper and I have actually just come back from that and it was fantastic.
There's also all the facilities that you'd expect. There's a dump point, there's laundry facilities. There's a really large rec area,
Yes.
which would be great if the weather was a little bit average.
Yeah.
The real, I guess, landmark here is the pier. It was constructed back in 1976. It is the largest in-service pier in the Southern Hemisphere. It is almost 5.8 kilometres long.
Amazing.
It is epic. Actually, the whole end portion of it was destroyed back there in 2011 during Cyclone Yasi. And then 18 months and about $50 million later, they fixed it. But what is remarkable as an engineering feat is that they have designed and built it in line with the curvature of the earth because it is so long.
It's really impressive, and it services the bulk sugar terminal here at Lucinda, which is not far from the caravan park actually. Jasper has loved watching those big sugar cane trains bringing their loads into the mill. But as far as noise goes, I mean, we haven't heard anything from the factory at all. What's really great is that the caravan park backs onto a fantastic children's playground and a really beautiful parkland area that's got massive big shady trees and lots of green grass. So a really great spot for the kids to burn off some energy or to have a picnic during the day.
The backdrop of Hinchinbrook Island is outstanding. This is Jurassic, really, as an island. What makes it so special is that they only allow 40 people on the island at any one time. So you could check out the Queensland Parks and Wildlife website to book and find out more details about that. When Jasper's a little bit older, we will head over there and do the 5-day trek, camp. I did some filming over there a few years back, and it is breathtakingly beautiful.
It's World Heritage listed.
Wow.
And it is one of the largest national parks in Australia. So worth exploring. And it's only 4 kilometres off the shore here. So it is so impressive in the background and just watching the different times of day and how that landscape changes.
All right, we are heading from here to a really unique campsite. It's not far down the road, probably about 20 minutes, but has got a very interesting story.
Welcome to Mungalla.
So this here is the sandpaper fig. So all our artifacts, all our boomerangs, our shields, if you take this off and you sand with that, you feel how rough that is.
Oh wow, so it is like sandpaper.
Exactly. So that's
unreal.
That's how we got all our boomerangs to be aerodynamic and get that carved and sanded down. Also, this grows a little fig, a tiny little fruit. It's got so much vitamin C, it's 10 times more than the oranges.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's an amazing bush, and you'll notice the figs come on a lot in winter when you need vitamin C the most.
Yeah, of course, nature.
The only thing about this is when you're out in the bush and you go to the toilet.
That's great, buddy.
But yeah, that's just a little insight there. But yeah, if you're ever back this way, come in, stop in, come see us, and I'd love to take you around and show us show you our country.
Awesome. Thank you, mate.
No worries.
It's such a pleasure to meet you. We'll drop you a line anyway.
Yeah, 2 weeks, you got my email.
How amazing is the timing of life sometimes. We literally just popped down to the old homestead here at Mungalla Station. We stayed here last night. We are the only ones here.
Awesome.
Which makes it incredibly quiet. But we wanted to come down and check out the homestead and see if we could get onto a tour, find out about it. Look, you do have to book online, and it does require groups of 10 to be able to actually run the tour. Amazingly, we ran into Buddy Cassidy, who is the main tour group leader here. He had a quick chat with us. So fantastic.
Oh, so friendly and welcoming, and you know, basically said to us, come back, we'd love you to come and do the tour. We've got so much about this land and our culture that we want to share with you. And he showed us the really cool sandpaper fig and gave us just a little bit of information about some of the unique species on the property here. We have to come back and do that.
Yeah, look, he's creating another tourism, I guess, experience called Murray's Gone Walkabout, which sounds fantastic. So as soon as we've got more details about that, we'll share that.
Yeah.
But the history about this property is a story that we've never heard before.
No, it's fascinating actually. I mean, the first European settler, James Cassidy, arrived here in the early 1880s and created this incredible station and this homestead that, as the signage says, it was a bit of a showpiece for the region. You know, people marvelled at the architecture and the beautiful formal gardens, and I mean, you can't even imagine back then building something like this in this landscape, let alone it being, you know, architecturally amazing with those gardens as well. And James was a bit of an advocate for the local Indigenous people, particularly the Aboriginal people of Hinchinbrook Island and also Palm Island, and he employed a lot of them here to work on the station, and he basically fought for their rights, advocating.
Pretty amazing guy. He was writing to newspapers, politicians, basically anyone that would listen to him to say, guys, this isn't right, we've got to do something better here and make this fair for one and all. So an incredible history, and then to meet Buddy Cassidy, I think that's so cool. And another part of this story, actually, the dark history of this, is that you will have seen The Greatest Showman and heard about Barnum's Circus.
Is one of Jasper's favourite movies.
Look, through the time, I think they toured around Europe and America to almost 30 million people actually watched that circus as it toured. The manager of Barnum's Circus came out to Australia and convinced two tribes, one from Mungalla Station and the other from the Palm Island and Hinchinbrook Island, to travel with them and be a part of this travelling circus as human oddities. And so they were presented and positioned as savages, cannibal-eating savages from Australia, this great southern land. And really tragically, they didn't really survive very well over there because they were now in the northern hemisphere and it was incredibly cold. But an incredible story. Fast forward another 110 years and a lady has been able to find out all the detail around that story and then actually put it into an exhibition that was travelling that is now on display here at this homestead.
And it's part of the tour.
Yes, and unfortunately we're not going to get to see it this time, but a remarkable story. The property is incredible, 880 hectares. They are actually rejuvenating and bringing back to its original state the wetlands that encompass this property, so it is looking pretty special.
Oh, it is. It actually reminds me a lot of that Kakadu landscape, particularly where we had the van parked up looking out over the wetlands, and then also seeing the cattle and the horses come and go in the paddocks on either side of us has been so beautiful.
Something that we didn't see, but there's definitely warning signs everywhere, is that they have an absolute mega croc here. So heed the warning signs, I think. Don't risk it.
Yeah, good advice. I love that on the Wikicamp's description for Mungalla Station, which apparently you can also book your stay in advance on Hip Camp as well. But they talk about how this place has been a place of healing, a spiritual place for tens of thousands of years of the Aboriginal people living here, and that they invite you to come and spiritually connect or heal if you need to. It definitely has a feel about it. There have been a few places that we've said that on our travels, and this certainly is one of them. I really want to come back and do that tour and do the new offering as well and spend some more time here.
Yeah, I think so. It'll be well worth it. All right, for now, we're going to head back. We're going to hitch up the van. I'm actually going to put a GoPro underneath the van toward the ATX suspension, because we've had a couple of questions about that. Thank you, Jake, for asking us to stick a GoPro under there. It's a great idea. The road in is that perfect winding country road into this farm property. It's only a few kilometres, but it is corrugated, so it'll be a good opportunity for us to see it in action.
Awesome.
All right, let's get on the road. You good, Jasper?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. How good is that? Absolutely love Chrissy. And we want to give you our top 5 Christmas ideas for gifts to make sure that you get the most out of your camping experience. These are lightweight, practical, and will absolutely add value. Here they are. Number 1, from Outback Tracks, the world's number 1 selling awning anchor kit. Of course, with the famous ground dogs. They're safer, they're stronger, will keep your awning secure, and make sure you check out their new product, the Big Dogs, when you need a little bit of extra bite. Number 2, from our great mates at MSA, famous for the fridge drop slide, of course their towing mirrors. Well, now they've got the premium cutlery pack. Add a touch of convenience and luxury to your next day out or camping trip. Everything you need in one high quality canvas pack. Number 3, the ultimate Travel Australia ebook, plus a free audiobook. This is the ebook travel guide that we wish we had when we commenced our journey around Oz. Over 85 pages, 100 clickable links, tips, hacks, campsites, where to eat, where to stay, where to play, checklists and printable templates. Everything that we've learned over our 3 years of travelling Australia, jam-packed into one ebook, and best of all, it doesn't weigh anything. All the information you need right on your tablet or device. Number 4, Naked. It is time to get yourself naked in nature. The world's first 100% recycled hammock made from 37 post-consumer water bottles. And best of all, every time you purchase a product, they plant 4 trees. You're saving the environment and looking after yourself as well. And while you're there, check out their awesome range of new products. These towels are super absorbent, sand-free, and again, made from 100% recycled material. Number 5, Tidy Turf. Keep the sand and the dirt out of your RV or campsite. Made from recycled materials, Australian owned and operated. Come in every shape and size imaginable, or you can have one custom made. To take advantage of our Feel Good discount codes, make sure you visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com, to check out these gift ideas. We wish you and your family a safe and happy Christmas. Maya? Hello, Maya. You are a salty sea dog, literally. So that's not your boat there, unfortunately.
No, ours is above. See the mast out the back of the big boat? That's ours.
G'day, so we've got Jenny and Peter.
Yep.
We were literally just walking past you guys and we said hello. We saw your other family member who's under the table. Maya?
Maya. Yes, it is.
May is actually a name derived from the Hebrew for water.
She loves the water.
Talking of water, you've swapped your van life. I think you said you did 10 years travelling around Australia.
Yep.
For now, for the
Caravanning and
ocean.
working. Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, we ended up moving to Port Douglas, which stopped our caravanning life. Then over time, I've just been sailing and racing on yachts and what have you, and eventually decided to buy my own yacht and start doing some cruising. So this is the year we started actually getting out there. So we went down to Whitsundays for about 9 weeks. They came back to Port Douglas, and then from there we've just headed off 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
And heading towards Lucinda. So we go up to Lucinda and probably go back along the outer reef.
Magic.
And back down on the coast and back into Port Douglas. So.
Okay, so you're the sailor in the family. What about yourself, Jenny?
I come along to make sure that he's safe.
Okay.
Because if I was home by myself, I would be panicking. So it's easier just to go.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's very safe. And he's sailed he's sailed since he was a kid. So yeah, we're very safe. So, but I would just be worried if he was by himself or even with a mate.
I'm the captain. That's the admiral.
Okay, got it. So Admiral Jenny,
and Captain Pete. But there's a whole lot. The captain stands with the helm, right? That's fine. But the princess seat that's behind, he's in charge of everybody in front. I'm in charge of everybody in front of me, which is him.
Now back to your caravanning life. You said 10 years.
Yep.
Who was in charge when you were actually rolling down the road? Who?
Oh, probably nobody.
Yeah, just both of us.
Yeah.
The way we worked it was we actually left our home in New South Wales, rented it out, and then just started travelling and working. So we'd travel till we got low on money, then we'd stop and work. So we worked in Perth, Darwin, Broome, Geraldton.
And what sort of work were you doing?
I'm a boilermaker by trade.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was able to pick up work fairly easy around the place.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, wherever you want, you just go and knock on doors and see if anybody wanted a boilermaker for a while. So you'd stop and just go and get some admin work.
I'm an accountant, bookkeeper. Yeah, there's a story to that too.
Yeah.
And so it was easy.
So we just stopped, build our bank up. When we both had enough of that town, we go right out, time to move. So we'd have our bank built back up, and away we'd go. We'd be off for 6 months, 8 months, depending on how long we stayed there.
A couple of months, yeah, probably 2 months of work. It'd get us at least 6 months on the road. Yeah, so
amazing.
It was good.
Wowzers. And now what about the boat life? Do you think you can do long periods?
Probably not. Yeah, can do long periods, but we probably won't be able to do it for a long period because of our age. We're getting too old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe back to a motorhome?
No.
I guess that's no. No.
I don't think so. It's amazing how much when we look at the cost of camping grounds and all that, the fees that have gone up since we stopped caravanning.
Yeah. What were you actually towing, or what were you getting around in back then?
I had a Ford Bronco.
Yep.
And we were towing a 23-foot Avenue van.
Wow, okay, so a fairly big van.
Yeah, because we were living in it, we were working, we went, right out, we need to go to this size, so we've got some room for ourselves.
Yeah, excellent.
And we also, because we used to do a fair bit of off-road stuff, we learnt how many times it took you, like a 3-point turn was nothing. Like a 10-point, 12-point, 14-point turn when you got down a road and it was gone.
Ran out of road with the caravan on the back, so yes. It took about 10 minutes sometimes to do a U-turn with the caravan.
Well, safe travels and fair winds, as they say.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
Yeah,
It's nice to chat with you.
You too. We might see you on the road yet.
Hope so. That'll be great. All right. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, caravan cooking recipes, our monthly Go RV magazine articles and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family and happy trails.
Help, Mom! Stop this thing! Stop this thing!
Try and make it work. I've still got to bring in, so yeah. Holy dolly, mate. That is an absolute monster fish.
Oh my gosh, Scotty would be super proud of you for catching that.
Whoa, Jasper.
Haha. Whoever's caught the biggest fish, I'm the champion now.